Good evening, beloveds. Everybody in the house is asleep. I will be soon. Even all the cats are asleep. And I will be soon. It is Halloween. And I didn't want to not do this on Halloween. We got out of the booth for a little bit this morning. We helped with the setup, and then we took about 3 hours and ran around. Maybe 2.5. I'm not sure. And went and ran around, and I got to see the parade, and I was dressed in green and black, and I had a hat that a friend of mine made for me, a knitted witch hat, and it was cute, and I loved it. And so the whole effect was kind of, and as the parade walked by, there was a coven doing a Hexen dance. It's some Halloween blessing at 2:00, and they were in the parade, and one of the witches came running at me with this clip and clipped it to my hat and said something about, "Sister, I love your outfit." And it was really sweet, and I loved it, and it was great. And so that it kind of made my day. It made my day. And we had great fun, We went to the Pirate Museum and just had some fun, which is why I wasn't at CLC today. And we're going to go from there. So I'll be back on track tomorrow. This should be the only Sunday that I miss CLC. And so I still have 4 more Saturdays. Let me see if I can read it out of the way. But it is October 31st. Our title is, "I am not fooled by evil. I recognize it only to destroy it." And our quote is, "For the evildoer shall be cut off, but those who wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth." And that is Psalm 37:9. The sole value of evil is that it shows us the point of attack. The metaphysician attacks evil at its point of origin, which is the consciousness of the one experiencing it. We do not avoid it. We accept it. We accept its evidence, for then we know how to treat it. If we are unaware of it, then we cannot erase it. We know that God is omnipotent and that evil has no power to confuse us except as we believe it has. It can be destroyed through scientific prayer. When we have perceived its presence within us, each attempt of error to manifest is a call to prayer. It is the battle cry of treatment. It is our opportunity to prove that God is all, and nothing can stop us when we are thinking godly terms. We then make specific denials and affirmations regarding its unique form, and soon it has been eliminated out of our experience. This is the better way. I believe that God is all there really is, and that each attempt of evil to manifest in my world today is merely a call to prayer. I deny all evil and affirm all good. Error is a lie. It has no truth, it has no basis, no plan, and no constancy. God alone is true, perfect, and complete. I now destroy all negative thinking out of my consciousness through the word of truth. I live in a world of good, and all is well. God is where I am at every instant of this day, and I know this and rejoice in this. The peace of God is upon me. The love of God surrounds me. The joy of the Lord wells up within me. I live, move, and have my being in a perfect mind and a perfect presence, and all else is as nothing. And Rita is just desperate to be part of this broadcast. All right. So there 2 things immediately occur to me. One of them being the reminder that evil isn't a power. Evil is not a power in and of itself. We do not believe in two powers. There is only one. What evil is a misuse. It is a misuse of the law. It is a misuse of our consciousness. It is a misuse, which means that when we recognize it, the fastest way to get rid of it is to go, okay, so what am I misusing? And how can I use it correctly? Be it the law, be it our words, be it our emotion, whatever it is. So evil is not a power in and of itself. And we absolutely have the power within us to destroy evil. The other thing I want to remind you of is, it's Halloween, so let's talk about voodoo for a minute. Because one of the things voodoo is famous for is the curses. But one of the things that voodoo teaches is that the curse only has the power that you yourself give it. So the person being cursed is the one who actually has the power over the curse, not the one throwing the curse or giving the curse, whatever you want to call it. And it's kind of the same thing with blessings. The one doing the blessing doesn't really have the power to bless the person that they are offering the blessing to. What they're doing is they're opening a channel in their consciousness and a channel in the person who is receiving the blessing's consciousness, so that the power that be, God, is the one that is actually doing the blessing. So I can bless you all that I want, but until you accept the blessing has no power. And so it's the same thing with a curse. I can curse you all I want, but unless you accept and believe in the curse has no power. And so that's kind of what evil is. Evil only has the power that we ourselves give it, be it consciously or unconsciously. So he's saying that when you recognize evil, then you should call to prayer. And I agree with him. Call to prayer and pray for clarity of mind. See where it is that you have a misuse, wherever it is, and go after that. And it isn't necessarily your misuse, because we are human. We are spiritual beings in human relationships. And so the evil may be in a relationship that we have with someone else. And so we want to go back and evaluate that relationship, and maybe we don't want to be in that relationship anymore. And there's lots of different kinds of relationships that we could be talking about right now, be they work relationships or social relationships or romantic relationships. But I'm gonna come back to evil is not a power in and of itself. It's just not. I definitely don't believe in the devil. Although I do believe that my cat is biting me. Alright, so I am not fooled by evil. I recognize it only to destroy it. And this camera angle just keeps shifting. I'm sorry about that. For the evildoers shall be cut off, but those who wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Your guess is as good as mine, but it's a nice psalm. It's a nice psalm, and it's 37:9. So the sole value of evil is that it shows us the point of attack. If we know where it's coming from, if we know what its origin is, then that's the easiest way to take evil apart. It's like, okay, and also we can stop giving it our power. We can stop giving it our power and stop giving it our attention. The metaphysician attacks evil at its point of origin, which is the consciousness of the one experiencing it. So, if I'm experiencing some kind of evil in my life, it means that I have the power to, if not outright destroy it, move it out of my own experience. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to move it into somebody else's, all right? That's not the way this works. But I can move myself out of the experience. And ideally, if I have the power to shut it down, nobody else will experience it either. We do not avoid it. We accept its evidence, for then we know how to treat it. And that's it. It's like, all right, where did this start? Where did it come from? What can I do about it? If we are unaware of it, then we cannot erase it. We know that God is omnipotent and that evil has no power to continue to confuse us except as we believe it has. That's why I mentioned about the curses. Curses only have the power you yourself give them. So anytime I see any one of those, share this post or you'll have bad luck. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe in chain letters or any of that. It can be destroyed through scientific prayer, which we have when we have perceived its presence within us. Each attempt of error to manifest is a call to prayer. It is a battle cry of treatment. It shows us what work we have to do on ourselves. It shows us what work we have to do on ourselves. It is our opportunity to prove that God is all and nothing can stop us when we are thinking godly terms. We then make scientific denials and affirmations regarding its unique form, and soon it has been eliminated from our experience. This is the better way. So, Ernest was a student of Emma, and Emma loved denials. And honestly, that's one of the first things that you can do when you come across evil. I am not that. I am not that. Anytime somebody comes up to you and starts, complaining about some condition or what have you, then you say, you are not that. The number of several of my friends have been through breast cancer. They've had a breast cancer experience is what I want to say. And so one of the ways that I took that into treatment is I would say they are not their breast cancer. And you can say that about any condition. I can say that about, because I had talk occasionally about I've been diagnosed with clinical anxiety and clinical depression. Well, I'm not my anxiety and I'm not my depression. And it's one of the ways that I can lessen the power of that. So I can lessen the evil of that in my life. I am not that. I occasionally have experiences of that, but I'm not that. And when I have those experiences, then I can go into prayer. I can go into treatment. And it also tells me, hey, maybe I need to look at what's going on in my life and straighten some stuff out. Up to and including my diet. So, power statement, mantra part, we're moving into that part. If any of these words resonate with you, great. If not, feel free to change them. I believe that God is all there really is, and that each attempt of evil to manifest in my world today is merely a call to prayer. I deny all evil and affirm all good. I mean, that's always a good place to start. When you come up across the situation and you're like, no. I deny all evil and affirm all good. Error is a lie and has no truth in it. It has no basis, no plan, no consistency. God alone is true, perfect, and complete. I now destroy all negative thinking out of my consciousness through this word of truth. I now destroy all negative thinking out of my consciousness through the word of truth. Okay? So we have the power to deny it. We see the evidence, we deny the power, and we fix whatever it is that's going on. I live in a world of good and all is well. God is where I am at every instant of this day. There is nowhere God is not. So even when you walk into a situation and you're just like, okay, this is a hot mess, God is there. And it is up to us to bring God out into situations that we would go, this is not right. It's up to us to bring the God in. God's already there. But we're the activity channels, and we have the power to, if not right them, at least start them on the path. I'm talking about situations, not people. Only people can fix themselves. All we can do is stand stand by and root for him. I am at every instant. Okay, God is where I am at every instant this day, and I know this and rejoice in this. The peace of God is upon me. The love of God surrounds me. The joy of the Lord wells up within me. I live, move, and have my being in a perfect mind and a perfect presence, and all else is as nothing. So the mission today, it's Halloween. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to destroy all negative thinking. To destroy all negative thinking. To focus on the good, to focus on the God, to know that we are the divine activity channels that bring God into the situation. Like, God's already there. But if God's going to do something about any situation, God's going to start in me and in you. And that's where the power is. We have the power to start the change. All right, so that's the mission. Destroy the negative thinking. Take the power away from the situation, away from the evil manifestation. It's like, yeah, no, I see the evidence, but I deny the power behind it. There is no power behind it. And as I take that power away, I can now use the power within me to bring the good out in a situation. You can do it too. All right, beloveds, I'm also going to encourage you, as I always do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. You know what mine is? I turned my alarm off today. Not the one that I got up to this morning, but the one that would get me up tomorrow. I will get up. I'm going to go for a walk or a ride or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go do something. But I'm going to let myself sleep in a bit. I'm also going to enjoy the time that I have with my brother. We had fun today, so whatever else you choose to do, remember, you deserve your own love, you deserve your own kindness, you deserve your own compassion. Always. You're a beloved child of God. And I would like it to become your default, to be loving, kind, compassionate, to have that reaction. Always. Build up that bank. And then that means you have enough to share. So when you're called into situations that look evil, you bring that good with you. You bring that love with you. You bring that kindness with you. You bring that compassion with you. Because you've built it up as a habit. Okay. I did exercise my mind and my body today. I did drink plenty of water today. Probably not enough. Hence the giant water bottle. I'm trying to get a little extra before I go to bed tonight. So there was something else. I did get a face full of sun for this thing this morning. Those are all the things that I encourage you to do because they can set you on the right path. I'm also going to encourage you, as I always do, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you do live in heaven now. It's right here, right now, all around you. Always. Always. So look for the good and praise it. Look for the good and praise it. All right. I will pick up the computer from CLC tomorrow. I will get that service that they did for you today uploaded. I'm sure it was amazing. If you're jonesing to see it now and haven't seen it yet, just scroll back a couple of videos, because I'm sure Reverend David was on with you. And I should be back tomorrow around 9 a.m. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself, get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Know that you're loved.